So when government saw this B- rating,
Yeah.
what has been the talk in government as to, so what do we do with this? Are we now feeling a bit more bullish to take on some of the major challenges? Because you're not spending yet. I mean, and Prof had said this the whole of this year. And
but Prof and I, we've agreed on the spending bit.
Okay.
Right? Once the
Which
budget
one?
is read, the market responds to the budget,
Okay.
whether you spend a penny or not, because the market knows what you're going to spend. Because you've done allocation, you've done appropriations, you know what you'll do. So Prof and I are on the same page as to whether spending has been done or not. Okay. And there's paper spending ongoing, and the market takes care of all of this. So for me, I wouldn't say the government is getting bullish. But you see, when we talk about the likes of Fitch, among other issues, we're talking about external ratings. So this is not for an internal market, or this is not for the domestic market. This is for the external market, which we are not ready as of yet to even start, pushing through, because we believe in stabilizing the domestic market. Right, which is why we have internal controls as far as spending, overspending, right? Tightening the controls, reducing appointments, among other issues, which are all signals. But I thought you were going to ask from where we came from to this, right? If you look at these ratings, when we took office, right, remember that Prof mentioned that we started to make some gains thanks to the domestic debt exchange program, because the domestic debt exchange program did give some gains. Yeah. And obviously that would have an impact on any ratings that are to come externally, because mind you, we had the Paris Club, we have China and other external debtors and internal debtors as well. So if you have all of this coming in, what it means is that artificially there would be some gains thanks to a domestic debt exchange program. Mm-hmm. Now, when we came, took over office, what happened? We committed, reactivated the sinking fund, committed to paying all of this. In Fitch terms, when you say you are B-, it means that you've improved in terms of your risk of defaulting on a debt payment. So if you've activated a sinking fund, right, which is an insurance measure to servicing most of these, and then you've committed to both external and domestic debt programs, invariably is going to improve. So you get where the impact is coming from. It's government's own commitment and initiative and program.
So that's why Thomas says that they're confident that there's no chance of default.
No chance of default, because we made strong commitments to that. And as I've always indicated, it started right off with the minister's vetting, where he made these commitments, started signaling to the market. The president's, trotting he made around the world, he made these commitments as well. And on a daily basis on the podium, he's preaching this. So, and I also say something that the market would watch. It's quite difficult in the history to have within the economic landscape where you have a central bank governor, you have a head of treasury, the finance minister, you have the head of executive, the person of the president, singing from the same hymn book as far as economic measures are concerned.
But that's what every government does.
Well, come on. But there are times when they want a finance minister not to spend, and he goes ahead to spend. A central bank is printing money. They don't want the money to be printed. It does happen. This time around, we're not having that. So it's meant to be the norm, but that has not been as far as our economy is concerned. And if that is happening, again, that is worthy of commendation as far as the Mahama Opoku-Agyeman enforcing economy is concerned, if you look at it from that perspective. So I think that a lot has been done, a lot has been injected in, and there's a whole lot of commitment and firm commitment and outlook as far as the economy. Because mind you, it's just to say B- with a sustainable positive outlook.
Yeah.
So what it's looking at is that invariably there's a lot that is happening, and the outlook is good for the external market. Do we want to go there yet? I think there's a conversation cabinet would have to take a decision on, and the Ministry of Finance as well. Okay. But the conversation as of now is that we have stability. And mind you, the interesting feature of this is that quite often than not, when most emerging market countries are given a B-, the currency is still struggling. This time around, we are the B- with positive gains as far as the currency is concerned, which is a very unique feature.
Okay.